Let's try again. So, all of yesterday was spent trying to record one fucking video. OBS was not playing ball at all. I can't even express how frustrated I was. It was ridiculous. I watched the same video somebody sent me to react to. It must have got close to 10 times. So by the end of it, I couldn't react to anything, so I knew what was happening, but it just didn't play ball. It had this weird, like, random lag in the middle, then the sound just went, and then the video and the sound didn't match. Oh, it's just ridiculous. So that was the whole of yesterday. That was from about 10 in the morning I started that until I don't know, 2:30, and then I tried again, and after a few hours after that, I just no. It had absolutely none of it. So Gerald Toman, I apologise. I can't react to your video because I've literally seen it I don't know how many times now. Moving forwards, my voice is absolutely knackered. As you can tell, I sound croaky like a scratched up old record. This is due to the Capel Show we just did this weekend. We got there on Thursday. In fact, this should even be playing, and if I push go. We got there Thursday, and we set up the thing playing behind me are the pictures I took on my camera from the moment we left the services to when we got the show to started unloading and setting up. So there's all sorts of pictures in there, so it will flick through while I waffle on about things. The show itself is absolutely fantastic. We got the plot we wanted. The organisers are helpful. They sent us around a digger so we didn't have to dig all the trenches and foxholes, because that would have just been an absolute ball ache. We got all the canopies out, and we built our five parachute canopies. One that's cut in half, and we built shelters, tents, whatever you want to call them, over trenches and foxholes. And we transformed the area that we were in into something which looked like the photographs of the 101st in the woods after the Battle of Carentan. That was one of the artillery units for the 101st. And everybody that came along, the public, the organisers, the volunteers, other reenactors, said that looks absolutely incredible. So lots and lots and lots of positive feedback from people. I don't think we had anything negative, apart from I forgot my fucking garrison cap, so I had to wear an HBT cap all weekend. Slightly pissed off about that, but what can I do? Yeah, there you go. That's the sort of thing that I was in. Again, the guys finishing off the trenches, making them, putting shelves in, digging in logs into the bank to reinforce them. All the fun things. Show itself, wonderful. The only thing that let it down a little bit was the traders that were there. And again, the show can't be held responsible for what traders turn up and who's interested. No real military dealers. And I think was it D&B guys were there wandering around not selling. I think when Harry spoke to them, they said something like, it's not really that place like a collectors don't go there. But then I thought to myself, well, if you don't give the collectors a reason to go there, of course they're not going to go. So it's that sort of catch-22 thing, really. It will take a while to build it up for collectors to want to go. But then, of course, they then have to pay for a pitch and turn up and spend the weekend there. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword, really. Toilets were a double-edged sword as well. They were absolutely spotlessly clean from the moment we got there till the moment we left on the Sunday. The only issue with them was they seemed to never be shit tickets in them. Slightly annoying. There was, you know, there was 4 by the bar, there was 4 by the food vendors, there was 4 toilets by the bridge. There were enough toilets, definitely. I mean, sometimes you had to wait for a couple of other people in front of you, but never a queue. But it was the shit ticket issue that, you know, was a bit of a problem. I always carry a Ziploc bag with spare shit tickets in my trouser pocket, so not really an issue for me, but I'm sure other people had well, issues, we say it that way, and maybe lost some socks. Throat's great, huh? While I remember, a nice shout out. A nice shout out? What's nice about it? A little shout out to the guys who subbed recently. Christopher Militaria, Gary Hall, I've got a post-it note there. Matthew Smith, Maxence Frontigny, Front. Yeah, I can't pronounce that. I'm English and we're rude and ignorant and we don't learn other languages because everybody, of course, speaks English. Chotus 2, whatever a Chotus is and why there's 2 of them, I don't know. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support for the channel. If it is a channel, or is it just a random assortment of nonsensical videos? Again, in my busted ass videos that didn't work, I showed a couple of K-rations that arrived. Was going to video them yesterday, opening them. Of course, that all went to shit as well. Hello, Marcus. One was a dinner. Struggling to get dinner ones at the moment. Can't find them. And like most of the rations I find, Pattern Foods products, Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's odd the way there's so many of that manufacturer out there. Came with pork loaf with carrots and apple flakes. Yummy. Fairly decent. Can't really see my light. I still need to sort out my lighting. Apologies. A Wrigley spearmint. It's not in bad condition. Most of them are a bit shit. And a beautiful, beautiful mint. Even the cellophane is immaculate. Pack of Camels. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the other one I got. Oh, sorry. No. What the hell have I done here? Ah, I know what I've done. And in the pack was also my first pack of caramels. I've not had one before. The big JB car biscuits, the usual sugar, the boxed one of the Chattanooga. I'm doing it again. Chattanooga food products. So that I'll leave that in a block, but that's the first caramels I've had, which was nice. The other one was yet another supper. Again. Pattern Food Products, Tennessee. Carton is dated February 44. The food can is May 44. I mean, the top of that is, you see how it's bulged though. Gorgeous with the eagle thing. Processed cheese, Shefford Cheese Company, Green Bay. I mean, the can itself is absolutely riddled with holes. It's just only the top that's actually survived without any holes at all. So, got lucky there. That came with a Chesterfields. Unfortunately, it was stuck to the can, so there's a little hole and some iron stuck to it. Came with the matches that go on about, you know, malaria, blah blah blah. Keep your shirt done up, etc. Avoid mosquitoes, and even the chewing gum with this one. The chewing gum is actually really clear, but it's just for the stain from the can, which is slightly annoying. Because that would have been a really, really nice piece. Typical, huh? Other than those that arrived in the mail yesterday, the only thing I purchased at Capel, I must start calling it Capel, was, oh, do it that way round, a US knife. Now, yeah, you're thinking, yeah, great, so bloody what? Only one US manufacturer made the ones with the plastic handles. They're like L, C, and F or something like that. All the other companies couldn't get the molds to work properly, and that's why the ones with the metal handles come around that shape, not the fish shaped ones. But what's special about this one is, yeah, God, are you gonna be able to see it? Oh, you just saw part of it there. Ah, you can just see some of it there. Made in Australia. So a really rare beastie. Really, really rare. So very chuffed to get that one for the mess section of the museum's a bit of a strong word, but collection. Um, Not really much added into the collection. Got a couple of repro flight bags for A classes and things so they can be stored away. Stamp them with my leather stamping kit on the handle so I know which is which. Sometimes it's handy having all these random things. Hopefully this video records well. If it does, I'll try and do some of the reaction videos a few of you sent in. And again, Gerald, I'm sorry that yours, after all that time and how many times you sent me that link, I then fucked it because of OBS. Just refused to play ball. I'm really sorry, mate. I feel really bad about that one. That's so annoying. Oh, one thing I mentioned that you won't know about because the videos didn't work. Did I mention that the videos didn't work? Not that I'm bitter about it. No, let me wipe it on there. It's got rust on it. Is if you're into Airborne patches, find a copy of that. My God, it's an amazing book. I mean, it's a hell of a heavy lump, as you can see. What is it? 400 pages? Yeah, just shy of 400 pages. And I'll flick quickly because obviously you can't see everything in it, but it's got tons and tons on the ovals, which is missing from so many books. Then cat badges, unit badges, and it goes in. It just there is honestly so much. Ideal. Anything Airborne patch related, that is your book. You can almost forget all the others. The only other one which is sort of useful that goes along with this is the Kevin Delatour. Again, another foreign name, so English can't pronounce shit. Because it uses the, I don't even want to use his name. The guy that invented the system of type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, B1 for the British patches. It lists those quite nice. There's not much text in the book, but it does show you the differences between the different collector types. Although they're getting hard to find, which is annoying because, it's such a small, simple book that would cost, oh God, £4 each one to print. So it's annoying that they're not just reprinting them. But hey, it goes well with the rest of that man. I'm not going to mention sort of ethos. Writes books, won't reprint them, and then blames, well, everything else really. It's never his fault. What else do we need to mention? Probably not a lot. I need to get on and do those videos, don't I? Again, the pictures are flicking away behind us of the show. Yeah, there's lots of the same, almost the same picture because I've got a new fancy camera and I can just blast away. I think these were taken at the very end of the show. I just wanted some overall shots of what it all looked like. Yeah, it was. This is just before we packed down, I think. Maybe. That reminds me, there's a box in the background of some of those. That's a 5-in-1 ration that was sent to us by Paul Dre. We did a video on a handheld camcorder of us opening the box. We didn't actually do a video of us eating it because it was just sort of thrown in with everything else. So you have to ignore that when the video uploads. Yeah, this was literally packing up at the end of the last day. We did a a special prize thing for the most improved in the group. We do it every year, which went to Tom. Tom's attitude at the show was fantastic. You know, he couldn't do enough for everybody. He is just a really, really good all-rounder in the group. And I think he is loved by absolutely everybody. I don't think I've ever heard anybody go, oh, fucking hell, Tom. Because we do it with all people, you know, if somebody does something stupid, you will have a little moan. But it's everybody's been positive about Tom. I don't think anybody's ever said, oh, him, oh, he's done that again. You know. Yeah. Great guy. As all the guys are in the group. We have knit together so well. It's such a lovely group of guys. It really is. Of course, we get the odd idiots join, but they're either persuaded to relocate or they're forcefully relocated. But no, all the guys fit together like Lego blocks. It's amazing how well they've just integrated with each other. And there's no cliques. There's no weird little, you know, them against us thing. Oh, there you go. That's restarted again. So let's leave it on Max's grinning face. Oh, look at that. The lovable buffoon himself. But Capel was great. We did the usual sort of stuff. We did some rifle drill training, much to the amusement of the public who followed my instructions as... In fact, they probably followed my instructions better than the guys. I told them when to laugh. I told them when to point. So the the public were probably better trained than the guys doing the rifle drill. We did pay parade, so the guys lined up and they came to me one by one. Name, rank, serial number. If they got it wrong, they were fucked off to the back of the queue. Depending on how many children or imaginary children they've got, if they're married, if they're not married and have one parent killed or dead, then it all changes the amount of money you get. It was converted to French francs, invasion currency, and that's what they were paid in. Off they toddled, and the next guy came in, and vice versa, and we carried on going. We started doing communal cooking, airborne stew, as Rob likes to call it. Everybody hands in a can of whatever you want. So whether that be can of beans, can of potatoes, can of meatballs, can of hot dogs, kidney beans went in there, mushrooms went in there. So Mark did all right because I just shoveled everything I didn't want to one side, and he ate that. So we got, you know, a good extra portion of food from me. Not that I'm a fussy bastard or anything. So the group really is evolving and coming along very, very well. I'm very impressed with it. It's, you know, for what we started as just a few guys, and we looked like a shower of shit when we first started. We really did. And no, I'm not going to show you photos. Those will remain locked away on my laptop till the end of time. We are being recognised. Oh, somebody said the other day, oh, I can't remember the exact term. Something like the serious players or the key players in the hobby. And I went, what? That's us? My God. You know, there are people out there who still think we're an absolute joke. But then again, he doesn't matter. Isn't that right, Karen? Lots of interesting new members joining. Fantastic. We had two new people at the show. Yeah, two people joined us at Capel for the first time. And another one couldn't make it because he was cat sitting. Sorry, Billy. You missed out on a really, really good show. And I think there's another new one coming for Victory as well. So again, we're on a nice steady upwards path, which is great. I never thought the group would grow and evolve into this. Absolutely mind-blowing, really. Right, I'm going to call it because it's just gone over 18 minutes, so apologies. There's a bit of a long-winded rant about me talking bollocks as usual, and I'll try and get these reaction videos done next, as long as this is recorded, okay? Anyway, thanks for watching. Do all that subscribing, liking bullshit, or do the dislike thing, because that makes me laugh every single time. Because I like to think that's one of two people. I so hope it is. It makes me laugh every time I get a dislike. Anyway, ciao for now.